You go through your life. Your parents don't know that you watch wrestling or whatever. Later in life, you end up watching wrestling. Randy Orton's already about to retire. And then your mom goes, I wonder what would have been different if he took you under his wing. And you go, what are you talking about? Bro, your whole life would be different. Great. Not going to
I turn into a fucking killer, though? Like, no.
It's the Lame Guys Podcast.
All right, bro. So last episode, we had the full-on Batman Day episode and everything like that, right? Well, recently, my boy Batman got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, bro.
I saw that.
Yes.
But isn't it crazy they didn't have a single person who's played Batman there? I figured they'd have somebody there.
They've had the voice actors there.
They had them there when they really okay. I feel like they should have had though, like Christian Bale or Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, I honestly felt like they could have done that too. But they had voice actors that, like the one from Batman Cape Crusader.
Yes.
Yeah, he was there. Hamish Linklater, or whatever I think his name is. He was there. They wanted Roger Craig Smith, the one who did Arkham Origins. He couldn't make it, but he did put a message out. Troy Baker was there.
Okay, so they had
they had voice actors there. Okay. I'll say that.
I just feel like they should have a live action because live action's the more Hollywood thing.
They had Rob Pattinson's Batmobile there, and I feel like you could just have Pattinson there. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like somebody should have been there. I feel like to represent, or like, and especially Robert Pattinson. He's the current Batman.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure he's doing stuff, but I feel like they should have had somebody there. Mm-hmm. Maybe a Michael Keaton. Yeah. You know, something like that. But I mean, whatever. How does that make you feel? He's the only superhero to have a Hollywood fame star.
Me? I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. And I think
does that mean?
I think to myself, rightfully so.
Well, I was going to ask, does that mean? Would you argue that Batman is the most popular character out of every superhero ever?
No, just because I still say, bro, like
I don't know. I feel I'm not the biggest Batman fan like you, but I think if you ask, just let's say someone went and was able to ask everybody in the world, name one superhero, I think Batman would be the majority answer. So now, does that make him the most popular? I don't know, but I kind of want to say Batman is the most known superhero.
I'll say this: you know where he's not popular? TikTok, bro.
I know, but a lot of them comic they people, still talk about him, right? Like he's still whether the content is good or bad about Batman is still the center of a lot of content on TikTok. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know, you know, like I said, Batman's not my favorite superhero, but I would kind of argue that he's probably the most well-known.
I just always go back to Superman.
The most famous superhero.
Yeah. And then maybe it was Superman at one point, but at this point we've had so many Batman movies. See, even saying this, it's funny to think like in Burbank they have a full-ass Batman statue.
Like
they don't have a Superman statue.
That's what I mean. And
Spider-Man statue.
Surely
somewhere?
They have a Superman statue somewhere. Maybe, I don't know, but I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think he's the most famous superhero.
Rightfully so.
I mean, and I think people will still probably say, no, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is up there. Who's more famous, Superman or Spider-Man?
Oh, Superman.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of close. I guess you're right.
I mean, we've talked about this on episode 4. It's them three.
Well, we knew it was them three, yes. But, like, the order was always up for debate for me. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Part of me feels like Batman is the most famous, honestly. Like, if you just take favoritism out, take your opinion on Batman out of it, like, I just think Batman, you're right. On my TikTok, anytime I see comic TikTok or stuff like that, a lot of it is centered around Batman.
Yeah.
So, you know, I kind of feel like he's the most famous.
And Spider-Man definitely is the most famous Marvel character.
For sure.
Yeah.
But
what's funny is like nowadays people are gonna be like, "What about Iron Man? What about Shut your ass up, bro."
Yeah,
it's
and that's
always
more
been Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's always been Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, that what a
honestly,
feat,
I feel like you can make the argument though. It's like Spider-Man and then maybe Wolverine.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
What a feat though. You know, only superhero to have a Hollywood star.
Yeah,
that's crazy, dude.
Like I said, bro, rightfully so.
Yeah, they tried to line it up with Batman Day. It was the week, right?
It was off by a week.
Yes,
yeah. But it's fine.
Right.
It worked out fine.
Yeah, I just feel like they should have had somebody there.
Yeah.
Oh well. Episode 49, Lame Guys Podcast. I'm Mario.
I'm Vincent.
What do we got? What do we got today?
Bro, we have a couple things today. We got 2 trailers I want to discuss with you. So we had the Thunderbolts trailer, bro. Finally dropped.
Which we had already seen it.
We saw a little grainy video of it. Which is funny because I'm thinking, bro, with all these amazing iPhones and Androids nowadays, every single time we get like leaked footage, it's always grainy as hell.
Well, you got to think someone's recording it from far.
And yeah, it's always from afar.
Yeah, and then I would assume posting it and then it getting spread around doesn't help the quality as well.
No, good point.
Like the quality gets worse and worse over time.
That's IT for you. What's it called? Yeah, so we finally got the full Thunderbolts trailer, and coming out May 2025. Overall, what do you think of the trailer?
I thought it was good. Like we said before, I mean, it honestly hyped me up, dude. I had no interest in the movie. I didn't care. And it has hyped me up tremendously.
Yeah, I mean, seeing all of them together, that whole fight montage that we saw before with the leaked footage, God, it looks so good.
Yeah, it everything looks good about it. Everything did.
Yeah.
Like, I just seeing Bucky at the end. I don't think he was in that first trailer, was he?
He was, I think.
Okay,
I think they added more in this one.
Okay, I was going to say, because this had more, I felt. But at the end, it kind of looks like Bucky's coming after the Thunderbolts. I don't know if that's the way it's actually going to happen or what. But, they're scared of Bucky.
So I think to myself, it's like, Bucky is a good guy now. And Thunderbolts are all bad. So it's like, if he probably will go after them, like, what the hell are you doing? Then something's going to happen where they're going to get his help.
What if he's brainwashed again and they're going after him?
I don't think he is. Because even when I rewatched Falcon and Winter Soldier, they tried all that brainwash stuff on him. The Wakandans tried, and it didn't work. So I think, and they told him, like, you're free. Yeah. You're free. So I think that's done.
Okay. So you just think he's coming after them?
I think he's just coming after them because it's a misunderstanding.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope we see a badass Bucky, though. I feel like it's been a while. I feel like ever since Winter Soldier, Civil War, he was badass.
Yeah.
Civil War, he was badass. Okay, so I would say ever since Civil War, he's kind of just been,
You know what's not badass?
What?
That hair he had, bro. His hair did look a little.
Oh, how it's short now, or
what?
You're saying back then his hair was
right now in this trailer, it just looks a little too.
Okay, I guess I didn't really pay attention.
I looked at it and I thought, bro, go back to the long hair, bro. Go back to the long hair, or just cut it all the way.
What do you think about what's her face buying Avengers Tower?
I can't remember her name. Yeah, sure. Fine, I guess. I mean, everyone thought it was going to be the Baxter building.
We all kind of thought it was going to have a bigger payoff, though, no?
Yeah, everyone thought it was going to be the Baxter building. A lot of people thought Fist Tower or something like that. No, it wasn't any of that, bro. She bought it. Can't remember her name.
I'm looking it up right now.
So, while you're looking that up, don't you think it's crazy, though, that people have brought this up, even Marco's brought up at work, that we're calling this a Thunderbolts, but we have not seen Thunderbolt himself, bro. Thunderbolt Ross.
Oh, in the trailer, yeah. I mean, that's a good point.
We have not seen or heard anything. Valentina, okay. Yeah.
Valentina Allegra or something like that.
We have not seen anything about him. Isn't that a little weird?
Yeah, that is weird. I guess I didn't really think about it. Is he going to be in the movie?
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean,
maybe this new Captain America movie ties into it, like leads up to that.
Yeah, because it comes out before that. So Captain comes out February, and then maybe they'll tie it in.
Yeah, you're right though. I haven't seen Thunderbolt. No. Yeah, I was on the assumption that Valentina is the one pulling the strings.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, and people talking about it online, another thing Marco even mentioned is that the asterisk at the end of the Thunderbolts name, people keep on thinking that that means something and that the title's actually not going to be Thunderbolts and we're going to get Dark Avengers.
I don't think. I mean, maybe. I think that's a stretch. I don't know. Like you're saying, like, so in the movie, like the weekend it comes out, it'll get switched, or what are you saying?
Well, because that's something that like even Kevin Feige has had people ask him about. Like Brandon Davis, he asked him like, what do we want to know about that asterisk? Are we going to figure something out soon? And he was like, he goes, yeah, you will.
It could also just be that this isn't the main Thunderbolts roster, right? And then maybe we'll get like a different one at the end.
Maybe. I honestly couldn't even tell you who's a part of the main Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Because like even in like I read that comics Devil's Reign, they have Thunderbolts in there, but like the roster's definitely different. Like Rhino's in it.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't even pay attention to the asterisk either.
Yeah, like I said, just Thunderbolts. Asterisk.
Okay, so we'll figure out something. I don't know. I don't think it's Dark Avengers, but whatever. I mean,
overall good trailer.
Yes, yeah. It looks good. Obviously, what's her face, dude? Florence Pugh looks fantastic in the movie. Like, she's killing it, bro. She's in her prime.
Another actress that we talked about last time, that one just comes in, bro, and just takes over.
Right.
And she is one of those right now.
Yeah. Yep. Where did that start? That started with her. I'd say that started with her MCU thing.
I feel like people took notice of her.
Well, I noticed her from
you watched.
Yes, that crazy ass movie.
Summer or something?
Midsummer.
Yes.
That's the first movie that I saw. I think that's the one
where people took notice as far as she could probably have some range. And then from there, you're right. It was the MCU that fucking launched her.
Okay. She got launched, and then she started being in everything after that.
Yeah, started doing everything.
Yes.
And then she even did that Don't Worry.
So Black Widow then.
Yes, Black Widow.
Okay. Because Black Widow came out first before we saw her in Hawkeye.
Yeah. Okay. And then she killed it in Hawkeye.
Yeah. So Black Widow boosted her.
100%. That's just it's the MCU effect.
Yeah.
Another trailer, bro. We have been waiting for this one, bro. The Last of Us Season 2 trailer dropped.
Looks
And
fantastic
it
as
looks
well.
Beautiful.
It looks great. We're big Last of Us 2 fans. It looks fantastic. I personally think, seeing this trailer, that I think Joel's going to be in the whole season.
Okay, so
we've said it multiple times. So if you're just watching us now, I mean, sorry, but what happened? If you haven't seen, spoilers, but in the Last of Us 2 game, Joel dies.
So I can still see that he's going to die at the very end. And
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He'll be in the whole season 2.
Okay. I thought you were about to say he's going to stay alive.
Because if you stay straight to the game, he would die like episode 2.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think he's going to be in the whole season. Because if you go based off the game, he would probably last like what, 1-2 episodes.
Yeah.
So I think that he's going to be in the whole season.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So yes, you're right. He'll be like 1 or 2 episodes, but then, nah, bro. They're going to want to milk that Pedro Pascal character for a little bit, and yeah, at the very end, gosh, bro, they're going to string us along, get us all the way to the end, just like HBO does.
And you know what you could do too?
You
know what you could do too? In the trailer, you see Pedro talking to a therapist. You could have 1 or 2 episodes that just fully is just Pedro talking to the therapist, and it does flashbacks of him and his brother. And in the game hints that they've done very traumatic things in the past. They've done bad things in the past.
Yeah.
Before he met Ellie.
Yeah.
So you could just have 1-2 episodes fully just going back and doing that as well, focusing on that.
Yeah, that could work too.
No, it looks great though. We saw some scenes that are straight pulled from the game. You see, I'm going blank on her name. The girl who plays Ellie.
Bella Ramsey.
Bella Ramsey. You see Bella Ramsey. She doesn't look too bad. I didn't know.
Young, bro.
She still does look young though, and she doesn't look like she has the mileage that the game Ellie has. The game Ellie looks like she's been through it.
Shit.
Like she's been through this shit.
So I will say she does look young, but I'm not gonna lie. When they showed Abby, we got a good look at Abby. She looks young too, bro.
You're right.
Abby does look.
Well, she also looks a lot skinnier.
That too. Yeah. That too.
Yeah. But they didn't show much of her.
No, they didn't. I think we saw like just 2 scenes of one her crawling through the fence or whatever with the
gun comes at the end, and I thought, no, gosh, I don't want to go too far into it just because it spoils a lot, but.
It's going to be great.
Yeah,
it's going to be an emotional roller coaster for those who don't know.
Yes, yeah, it is going to be. Overall, though, like I said, some scenes look like it's pulled straight. They have the guitar scene, where Ellie's singing to Dina.
Dina,
is it Dina?
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm just curious how they're going to do this because like we've said before, the second game is so long.
Yeah,
it's over 20 hours.
Yeah.
And it's just
we'll get to season 4 by the time it's all done.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say you could really stretch the second game so far.
In the beginning, we talked about that we can have multiple seasons and we can see them doing Abby's perspective, Ellie's perspective, and then when they finally meet up in the end. And that's all.
So season
seasons.
2 would be Ellie's perspective. Season 3 would be Abby's.
Yep.
And then season 4 would be them meeting up.
Yep. I can see that fully happening.
You
And then we talked about that and we're like, that would be so cool.
That's just
and then literally like a week later.
Very dangerous though.
Oh, you're right.
Because would people tune in to a season full of Abby?
Yeah.
Well, I think we would, like hardcore, but a lot of people don't like fucking Abby, bro. You've seen that shit about how the actress has been like getting death threats and getting extra security now. People hate Abby.
It'll be fine. I think the fans from The Last of Us are so big that they will obviously tune in. So yes, you're right. Those who know, we will watch. But I also think, bro, after everything with Joffrey and everything in Game of Thrones, people still watched. They hated that character and they still tuned in to
I'm
watch.
just saying you're depending on a lot of Last of Us fans, but Last of Us 2 is very split down the middle as far as who likes and who doesn't.
Good point.
So I think there are a lot of people that still don't like it and won't tune in.
Yeah.
It truly is one of those games that just it's either you love it or you hate it. And we love it, so we would tune in, of course. But I don't know if people would tune into a season full of Abby like that. I think you would need Ellie in it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, though, like we said, dude, the trailer looks phenomenal. I can't. Joel had a lot of scenes that are plucked straight from the game. A lot of people were that scene where he's sitting on the porch and Ellie comes up.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people were like, "Why are we seeing this right now?" That's towards the end of the game. But it's because I think that Joel is going to be throughout the whole season.
He's going to be there.
Yeah, I think he's going to be there the whole season.
Yeah,
he will definitely be in season 2, and then he won't be in the rest of the show.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I can't wait. When does it come out? Next year,
2025.
right?
It just says 2025. It didn't give a
Can't
specific
wait,
date.
bro. Can't wait. I love Last of Us 2, dude.
Yeah,
I love
same,
The Last
bro.
of Us 2.
I'm so glad we played it.
Yeah, and Ellie being in Seattle and Abby being in Seattle, like I said, you can make that so long.
Yeah.
You can make that because an episode is like 45 minutes. They weren't even in a full hour.
No.
So you can make it so long.
You can make it so long, and gosh. Well, so in the first season, we had a couple episodes where they're like, had nothing to do with the game and everything like that. But yeah, they're amazing episodes.
Yeah,
like
you could even do some of those in this.
But then I was thinking, do we want that, or do we just want to go? Because it's already such a long game. Do we just say, fuck it, bro? Just give us.
I think that holding them to the standard of fully following the game, I think we can't do that because they won't do that. When have we ever seen that, bro? Like, there's very, very rare occasion that they follow straight from the game. I think they're gonna input some stuff that is not in the game, like Joel's past.
Yeah, sure. They're not gonna kill Joel, bro. Fuck.
Imagine they don't.
Bro.
That will piss people off.
Oh yeah, bro. They were like, hey, he just needs some bed rest, bro.
That will piss people off, I think.
Would you stop watching?
No, I would still watch,
Oh, okay.
but I think to get the true hate that Abby gets, you got to.
You have to.
Yeah,
They're gonna
have to, and it's gotta be the same way too in the game.
I think it has to be that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I can't wait. All right, bro. Another thing that came out, which shocked the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Hollywood Reporter came out with an article saying that we are going to get a Bane and Deathstroke movie, bro.
Random.
Very random.
It's in the works, I saw, right?
It's in the works, so yes.
I guess that's farther than an idea.
It's further than an idea, but at the same time, they already have a scriptwriter.
Yeah.
The Matthew Orton, the writer from the new Captain America movie, he is going to be helming the script, bro. I'm like, it would be different if this was a couple, like a scoop that someone got, and like they're thinking about it. They're thinking
Hollywood
Reporter, THR, one of the bigger ones, the bigger outlets, straight up came out and said that they are working on a movie, and they already have someone to write the script. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So with all that, do we need a Bane and Deathstroke movie?
Couple things here. Do we need it? No, but do I want it? Yes. I mean, we don't need it, I would say, but fuck yeah. I mean, I'll take a Bane and Deathstroke movie. But let me ask you this. Is it reactionary to the Deadpool and Wolverine movie?
No. No,
You don't
I don't
think so?
I don't think so.
Off the success that Deathstroke and after the success of Deadpool and Wolverine, you don't think it's reactionary at all?
No.
Like they want to give us a buddy type deal movie.
No, just because I feel like.
So you think we would have got this regardless, even if Deadpool and Wolverine wasn't even a thing, didn't even exist?
Yeah, I think this has nothing to do with it at all.
Okay.
I think it could have been I'm trying to think of two characters that would have that same effect. But like for me, I'm looking at Deadpool, Wolverine as yes, okay, so I guess just the category of a buddy type movie. But that's two characters that we were destined to have in a movie for a long time.
I think we would have
So the
got them
Bane and
regardless.
Deathstroke thing, that's two characters that we would have never even thought about or anything like that. It'd be different if, like they said, I feel like a more reactionary one is to be like, we are definitely giving you Booster Gold and Blue Beetle.
Well, I think you're thinking about it off like are you thinking about it from the comedic standpoint?
A comedic, but just like a true like buddy one that we know from the comics type thing. Bane and Deathstroke. I mean, I've read comics where they have teamed up, but not necessarily like they are buddies type things.
Okay.
So I'm looking from a comedic standpoint, a actual like good duo and one that people have been asking for. People have been wanting Blue Beetle and Booster Gold.
Yeah.
No one's ever thought about Bane and Deathstroke.
I think I'm just thinking about it. I'm not even thinking from a comedic standpoint. I'm just thinking of we saw success with Deadpool and Wolverine, which was a 2 superhero movie.
Yeah.
Now they're giving us a 2 villain anti-hero type movie. So I don't know, like maybe they look at it from the success of they just had two people in that movie and it did very well. Let's do a complete opposite, still 2 people, and see if that does very well. Yeah, you're right. It may not be reactionary, but it's still random. I didn't expect this at all. No. But it also tells me that James Gunn is going to fully commit to Batman, and I think he has big things in store.
Yeah, I agree. As a Batman fan, I'm eating.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be like the comic accurate Bane, like not the Tom Hardy Bane. Like I think it's going to be steroid type Bane.
Yeah, I saw Eris say that he thinks we're going to get a fully fledged
Venom Bane.
Yeah, or whatever. And I was like, yeah. I mean, if anyone's going to do it, he's going to do it. And now even Eris mentioned that like Joe Manganiello looked beautiful as Deathstroke.
He did, dude. I wish he got his stuff, dude. He never got his day of
I sent you that storyboards for the Batman movie with Ben Affleck, but he was gonna face Deathstroke.
Yeah.
That whole thing, bro, would have been beautiful.
He never got his moment, man. I mean, we saw like the little tease, right? Was it at the end of Batman vs Superman, or was that it was at the end of that, right?
The end of Justice League.
Oh, the end of Justice League looks phenomenal. What if they cast him as Bane or as Deathstroke?
I'd be happy.
I would too.
I'd be happy, but at the same time, you're gonna have a lot of people go, bro. You're going to bring Deathstroke in, but you're not going to bring back Henry Cavill and
That's
these.
true.
But it's
he never really got his moment.
He never got his moment, and he was just a cameo.
Yeah,
bro.
he never even got like a full-fledged thing. So you could still make the argument that we need to put him there. Yeah, he looks fantastic. I'm curious who they cast. I'm trying to think who. Old boy from what is that movie? Shit. I think he's too old now at this point. The movie where he's blind and she's stuck in his house.
Oh,
is it don't see or quiet, something like that? I don't even know what to type in to look it up. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, homeboy from Avatar, bro.
Yeah. Oh, is that the same guy?
Yeah,
that's the same guy.
Yeah.
Let me see.
The general.
Yeah.
I want to keep on. I don't know why I want to say
Avatar.
Steven. I feel like his name's Steven, but I'm probably 100% wrong. It's like something young.
Stephen Lang. You're right.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Stephen Lang. Let's see. Stephen Lang.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Don't breathe.
Don't breathe. That's what it is. Yes.
Damn, bro.
You're good,
bro.
dude. Yeah.
That was such a good
You're right.
movie.
Don't breathe. I never saw the second one.
It was. Oh yeah, I never saw the second one.
Bro,
The first
but
one was good.
how we looked in Don't Breathe, he looks like he could be a Slade.
Yeah, I'm sure he could definitely pull that off. You're right. I mean, just
I don't know how old he is now.
Older
though.
Savage, bro, with the white hair and everything. Ooh.
But he would be older, I guess, right? Because our Batman's older.
Good point. Good point.
So he
But
could be
at
an
the same
old.
time, so with the older Batman doesn't mean we technically have to have all these villains older.
He's in a movie called Old Man as well.
And
We're talking about him old.
But don't you think that too? It's like just because Batman's older doesn't mean that he has met all his villains.
That's
yet.
true. Yeah. Oh, he's 72. No, you can't. 72 as Deathstroke?
You can pull it off.
No, bro. 72? No way. Sorry, but that's where I cut the line.
Harrison is like 70 something. He's about to be Red Hulk, bro.
Yes, but he's not. But he's not actually like.
Bro.
So he's he's in good shape. First off, combat wise though, what?
Put a mask on that man, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah, I don't know though. 72, I feel like it's a little old.
When he takes the mask off, we're not going to see him. We're not going to need him to do much. I mean,
yeah,
it's
you're
gonna be
right.
cool to
We
see
just need him
that
to talk. Yeah, we just need him to talk.
We could have that scene where he takes where he gets his mask messed up and he has to move a little bit. But I mean, that's where we're going to see his age. But if he puts that mask on, we'll be good to go. Now the big question is.
Oh, I typed in Deathstroke fan cast and he comes up.
Yeah.
Joe Manganiello is first.
Yes, bro.
He's 47.
That's fine.
That's perfect.
That's fine.
You know who also comes up? Jamie Lannister. Would you want a Josh Brolin Deathstroke? Dude, that would work, bro.
That would work.
That would work.
See, that one I feel like it'll be a little bit of a not necessarily typecasting, but as far as
star power type deal.
No. I think people try to compare him to Cable from Deadpool.
See, I would argue that we saw him as Cable and he did good, so I put him as Deathstroke.
Well, that's what I mean, like a typecast type thing.
Okay. Alexander Ludwig.
I can see that.
He's 32. He could be a young Deathstroke.
He could be young Deathstroke.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, 58.
No, I'm so heartbroken.
You can't see
I'm
that?
so heartbroken over that one.
Oh, because you wanted to be Thomas Wayne.
He was about to be Thomas Wayne. Or he was Thomas Wayne.
Keanu Reeves.
Nah, I'm okay.
Tom Hardy's on here.
Nah, I'm okay.
Ron Perlman.
No, I'm good on that. You know who actually be a good one, bro?
Dude, okay, go ahead. First, go
ahead. Alexander Skarsgård, bro. I mentioned him last time because I said he could have been a good Norman. I think he could pull a Deathstroke.
You know who I think could be a Deathstroke? Eric Dane.
Ooh.
McDreamy.
Yes, bro.
From Grey's Anatomy.
Damn, what was he in?
He was in Euphoria also. Plays that weird dad.
Yeah, he was in Euphoria, but I think they
Bad Boys. He was the villain in the most recent Bad Boy movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it, bro. Cast him.
I could see that. Eric Dane. They have Jason Statham on here. Jason Statham is 57. I can't really see Jason Statham.
Oh, bro, yes, I can, bro.
You can?
Yes, bro. Why? Just because I just gonna need to see this man just whoop some ass.
They have Isai Morales, but he was Deathstroke in the Titans.
Oh, okay. So, but he did good.
He did good though.
He did good.
Yeah. They also have Tom Hardy. They have Carl
I'll say
Urban.
If they tell me Tom Hardy is gonna be Deathstroke, I will not be mad whatsoever.
I don't know. I don't really feel it.
I would not.
They have Carl Urban. See Butcher.
But I'm okay.
No, you don't want
I'm
to?
okay on that.
Okay. Those are pretty good though. That's a pretty good list. I just typed in Deathstroke fan cast, and those were the first ones that come up.
You're going to type in Bane.
Let's see what Reddit
casting,
says.
and it's going to bring up Javier Bardem as the voice and the Mountain as the body. Everyone talks.
Who's Nicolaj? Nicolaj Coaster Waldo.
Sounds familiar. What's the face look like?
Well, this is Reddit. Everyone's saying they want him to be Deathstroke.
Oh,
let me just look it up.
Sounds familiar. Gosh, I don't know why. I don't know why. He sounds familiar.
Oh, it's Jamie Lannister. Yeah,
tell me why I was going to say. I feel like in my head something like pops up with like Lord of the Ring esque. Well, okay, I guess Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Yeah. That'd be good.
I'd be down for that.
Regardless. Okay, so then who do we put as Bane?
That's what I'm saying, bro. So at that one, I think you could do two things. You're not going to need to see his face. Keep him with a mask 24/7. I think that's fine. So we can do a voice and a body.
Yeah.
I mean,
Batista.
He's not doing that.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think he's already hit that age where he's done with that.
Well, I watched his interview with Chris Van Vliet, and he's losing weight to get rid of that typecasting type deal.
Yeah.
So that's a good point.
Yeah, I think that's done. Like I said, you can do two. You can do the body double, and then you can do the voice. And everyone, bro, for a long time said Javier Bardem could do a Bane, but they also said that he could have done a Dark Side too.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have been okay with that.
I would have been okay with that as well.
People wanted him to do the voice for Galactus too.
Yeah, he does have one of those voices.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That would be a little more trickier. Okay. But all I know is that we're going to get that comic book Bane.
Yeah,
we're going to get a comic book
okay,
Bane.
so then let me ask you this: so we're getting a Bane and Deathstroke movie, but we are not getting a Green Lantern movie, and we can transition into Green Lantern from here. Is that because studios still feel like fans won't go see a Green Lantern movie because of the Ryan Reynolds one?
I saw a
or
report
is that
about
because
that too, yes.
or is that because Bane and Deathstroke are more marketable than Green Lantern?
No, I think it's because exactly what you said. I actually saw a post about that saying the same thing, that they gave it to 5 actors they gave it to 5 actors and they turned it down. Supposedly they all turned it down just because of the backlash from the Green Lantern movie prior.
Which is crazy because I don't know another movie that has still throughout history had such a lasting impression of being bad.
Yeah.
That fans won't even touch, or not, I say fans, that actors won't even touch being Green Lantern because they're scared to take that role on.
Well, because, I mean,
I never saw the Ryan Reynolds one. I've never seen it.
You've never seen it? I'll say this, bro. I get why people are mad. It's not the worst movie ever.
Okay.
It's not.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where someone may have saw an image and they go, yeah, fucking movie's horrible. Yeah. But they've never seen the damn movie.
Well, that's why I've never seen it, because every time I've even thought about watching it, I just think about the backlash that it's gotten. Everyone makes it sound so bad. And so it's like, why would I commit these 2 hours or whatever, however long it is?
See, yeah, but the difference is you're not going around telling people that movie's so bad.
No,
dude.
yeah.
Don't
I've
watch
never seen
it because you've never seen it, and
Yeah.
that's good. You're an honest man, bro. But then, like I said, there's for real people who've seen. TikTok has posted probably a clip, and they go, bro, fuck it, no, bro, that movie's bad, bro. Don't say the movie's bad. Say that scene is bad or something like that. You know, the movie's. I mean, yes, like I said, I get why people don't like that movie. I do. It's not Ryan Reynolds' fault. I'll say that. It's not. The suits should have never been CGI. Mm. But when you look at the Lantern Corps and everything like that, everything that happens in it, bro, it's
Is
so
the action good in it?
Action's nice. Yes, bro. Like, it's cool. Like, bro, Lantern is for real, has his power and able to make anything. Yeah, it is so cool.
I look at that and I think, bro, how could you say Green Lantern is not marketable when, like, he can make anything with this? Like, you could just do so much with that.
Bro,
I think
Kilowog is in there.
Yeah, like, I think James Gunn directing a Green Lanterns movie would be fantastic, especially since he's done Guardians of the Galaxy, and I know it's a little different, but it's still space-esque.
That's fine.
And yeah, I think I think that would be great. But do you think Warner Bros. Is like, let's do a show first, see if it gets good feedback, then we can make a movie later on?
See, and that's where you speak on the buddy cop thing, because that's so leading into Lanterns. That's what they wanted. That's what they want to do. They want to do a Hal Jordan, John Stewart type buddy cop movie or buddy cop show.
Yeah.
So I mean, talking about like the Wolverine Deadpool, I mean, that's something that's been in the works for a long time. So that is their duo right there that they want to market.
So, you would say though they still want to make sure the show does good.
Yeah.
Before they're before we commit to a movie.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah, I mean, I think the impression of the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie is still strong enough that Yeah, I mean, it is worthy enough of being scared to put it back in theaters, because I could see people not going to see it just because the Ryan Reynolds ones suck, and they still hold it to that standard.
Yeah, which is sad.
That is so sad.
It's so
sad.
I told Marco that this honestly bugs me, and it's nothing major, but to me, and I know this is the way Hollywood is. Like, it's not just this movie or this project in particular, but it bugs me that I think about like the Henry Cavill casting. Zach wanted Henry.
Yeah.
He got him. He wanted Ben Affleck. He got him.
Mm-hmm.
He looked at Momoa and said, I have an idea for you. And he got him. Like, you didn't have, like, for Gal, yeah, that was a little different. I remember the castings they did for the Wonder Woman stuff, like all that stuff. But like, I'm thinking, a lot of casting now, bro, they have a vision. The director, the studio has a vision, and they want one particular person. They get them. Done deal. I don't like the fact that for Lanterns, they had 5 or 6 people that the fans go, oh, that's actually a good list. Oh, damn, Brolin's out. Oh, damn, this person said no. Oh, damn, this person said no. So then it made me think, what's wrong with the script? What's wrong with the series? But then that post came out saying it's because the backlash from the previous one. That makes sense. So it means like nothing's wrong with this, but like there is the gambling chance that something could not turn out well to where they're like, I don't want to be a part of that.
That's just crazy to me, though. Like, I feel like we've seen bad movies, you know, and nothing comes to mind right now, but surely I'm sure somebody can tell me a movie
Madam Web.
that has been bad, and you know, and you can remake it later on and it's not too bad, or like, I don't know another movie that people will are like, I'm not going to touch that role, because the one that was how long ago did that come out? Over 10 years for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't that where people are like, this movie that came out over 10 years ago still has such a bad impression that I don't even want that role.
Was that 2009?
I guess I could look it up.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's just crazy to me. That sucks, because Green Lantern has so much potential, I feel.
Leading into the Lantern thing, like we talked about, bro, we got some Lantern casting.
Mm-hmm.
Finally.
Yes.
Finally. So we got one confirmed Lantern.
2011.
Okay. Not too bad.
It's still more than 10 years.
Yeah. A year before Man of Steel. Wow. Okay, then. We finally have our Hal Jordan, bro.
Yes.
Kyle Chandler is going to be our Hal Jordan.
Yep.
And I'm not going to lie. Not bad.
Yeah, I can
Not
see it,
bad,
especially
bro.
since we're going the whole route of an older Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
He
I'm
has
good
to
with
look. I look at him and I picture him with the mask, and I think I can see that.
Yeah, and you look at him and think about like the old mentor type thing, that little grizzled. I'm down for it.
Yes.
I know he can pull it off.
Yep.
So it wasn't one of those like, now they're trying to just get anyone. No, I look at him and I go, oh, bro, yeah.
You know who was that pissed me off?
Who?
The FBI agent in Wolf of Wall Street.
He was.
That guy Jordan Belfort.
Yes.
Yep. Other than that, he's been in Friday Night Lights, which I think you could say that's his most iconic role.
When I showed Emily who he was, she goes, he's the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I saw Soup's post that his monologue as Green Lantern is going to be tremendous because how he was in Friday Night Lights. He's also in Mayor of Kingstown, Game Night, Godzilla. He was in Godzilla King of Monsters.
Yeah.
I don't remember him in that.
He was Millie Bobby Brown's dad.
Oh, okay. Zero Dark 30. So he's been in some good projects. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Especially, like you said, he's an old, grizzled down Green
Hal
Lantern.
Jordan.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm cool with it.
So I'm fine with that because I'm sure with you too, bro. We grew up in that time where the Green Lantern we grew up with John Stewart, bro.
Yeah.
Because of the Justice League animated stuff, I mean, John Stewart was it for me, bro,
Yeah.
as Green Lantern. I didn't really look at Hal Jordan like that. Even though he's iconic, he's a legend. I get it. John Stewart's the man. You recently watched a movie, and I watched half of it. Rebel Ridge.
Oh, you never ended up finishing it?
Nope,
I
I'm
told
okay.
you it sucked.
I'm
dude.
okay,
Didn't
bro.
it suck?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck with that. Like, people were hyping
I don't
that
know.
shit up.
Maybe I
bro.
need to go back and watch it just to like fully finish
No,
it.
I don't know what the deal was. People were hyping that shit up like it was amazing.
Hollywood Reporter also came out with a thing saying that there are 2 names in the mix, bro, to play
Yeah.
John Stewart: Aaron Pierre and Stephen James. I don't remember what Stephen James has
I
been
don't
in,
know what he's been in either.
and I couldn't tell you, but prior to hearing Aaron Pierre's name,
I could tell you Aaron Pierre because he was in that M. Night Shyamalan movie where they're on the beach and they're stuck there.
Age.
Is that what it is? Yeah, we saw it. Me
Not
and Teresa.
Age,
Not,
damn,
I
not
don't think you
Age.
saw it, but me and Teresa saw
No,
it.
it's not Age.
Is it old?
Old.
It's old.
Yes,
I
old.
that's where I knew him from. He's also going to be in Mufasa the Lion King, so I guess he voices
He's gonna be a
somebody.
voice, probably.
He was in Brother, The Little Mermaid. I never watched The Little Mermaid. The 2023 one. Sorry, the live action.
Okay.
He hasn't been in much though. I'd say his most known credits are Rebel Ridge, Mufasa, Lion King, and Old.
Okay.
Little Mermaid, I guess, as well.
Yeah. Just going off of one thing I've seen him in, and you telling me, bro, this dude is it.
He's a unit, bro. He's
Yeah.
a tank.
Give him Hal Jordan,
I
give
agree.
him John Stewart.
Because I know John Stewart as he's swole.
Big boy.
He's big. He's a big dude. Aaron Pierre is that big ass dude that I think would be perfect. And I vision him with the thing, and it looks great, dude.
Yeah,
looks
the
great.
mask and everything like that. I think he could do it, and he's young enough to carry the whole franchise to where, bro, he can be Lantern for the next 15 years.
That's what I look at because I look at that and I look at him and I can tell he's young. Yeah. And so I look at that as, bro, he's 30.
Perfect.
Not even
bro.
in his prime yet.
Nope.
Not even in his prime.
Nope.
Bro, perfect casting. He could be our Green Lantern for a long time to come.
So I saw the okay. So now talking about this,
who's the other guy? Sorry,
Stephen James.
Stephen James.
You can look up his acolytes.
Yes.
And see his past.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the picture of him.
I saw an image and I was like, I feel like I know you from something. I just don't know though.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
So I saw this one post and it also bugged me, saying that they're over here casting Kyle Chandler and they're looking at Aaron Pierre and Stephen James, and then they also pointed out another name prior to Kyle Chandler. They're saying either two things, that these are the people they actually want, or that Warner Brothers is broke. And I thought, fuck you, bro.
Okay, before I get into that, Stephen James, he was in Race. I know this guy now that I see it. He hasn't been in much though. I'd say his most notable one is 21 Bridges with
I never saw
that. Rest in peace with
Chadwick.
I never saw that either. Other than that, it's just been small little projects. So you're saying people are saying because they're eyeing these two that Warner Brothers is broke?
They're so this post is saying that just because Kyle Chandler, even though Kyle Chandler, people know who he is,
yeah,
but he's not. But like they couldn't get Brolin, who is a big name, big A-list type thing. They couldn't get him. They wanted Chris Pine. They didn't get him. They wanted Matthew McConaughey. Couldn't get him. So those are the A-list type things, And they're saying Kyle Chandler, obviously, I'm guessing they're going to say he's not a part of like the A-list elite, which I'm thinking, bro, I instantly saw him and I thought, bro, you're great.
I knew he was.
I like you instantly. Like, you're fine. So they're saying that they weren't able to basically afford these A-list ones, so they're having to go with like the B-list, C-list actors to try to build their DC universe. So they're saying that DC is broke and Warner Bros. I'm like, fuck you, bro. No, it's not that.
I don't look at it that they're broke. I just look at it that truly, with that report that we saw, that they just don't want to touch it because of Green Lantern. Yeah. I could see Matthew McConaughey taking another role in DCU easy. Like I could, if the role's right, I could see him taking it. You don't want him in there?
Nah, I want him in Marvel.
Oh, as what?
We already talked about it, bro. Norman Osborn.
Oh, yeah. I think he'd be a good Reverse Flash as well. I could see them doing that, but it's like, I think the role's got to be right.
Yeah.
And I think, like we said, the Green Lantern, it's just sad how it has that reputation, and truly that people just don't want to. I believe that. I think people just don't want to touch the role, and I think that's why it's taken so long to get another Green Lantern movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's going to HBO Max and not to theaters. And maybe they didn't want that.
I think it's gonna be so good, bro.
I think it's gonna be great.
I think it's gonna be great, and it's cool.
I have high hopes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that budget's gonna be pretty high too.
Especially since HBO Max is killing it with shows,
and that's the biggest thing, bro, that like people have to really take into consideration, bro. It's not just because it's Lanterns, bro. It's HBO Max. Basically, bro, everything I've ever seen on HBO Max,
you could argue if you just base any streaming platform off shows that are made, HBO Max. It's not even close. HBO Max is number one. Yeah. You have Game of Thrones. You have The Sopranos. You have House of Dragon. You have Last of Us. You have Gotham, or not Gotham. Penguin now. Like,
amazing already,
dude. Euphoria. Like the list goes on and on. Like they are stacked. Like they have shows that it's just never they don't miss.
I was trying to say.
I guess I shouldn't say they don't miss. The Weekend show sucked. What was that called? I forget
Idol.
the name. Idol. Yeah, that one was. That apparently, I stopped watching at the first episode. People said it was awful.
What's that? I was gonna say, what's that one show that came out like 2 years ago that it was a whole bunch of like fucking A-list actresses, bro. Like Reese Witherspoon was on it, Meryl Streep, and all.
Oh,
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking about.
I watched a couple episodes of that, and I mean, my parents loved it. Emily loved it, or whatever, and even me just watching the little things. Bro, the show was so good. Yeah, and I thought to myself, it's HBO, boy.
No, HBO Max. The fact that it's on HBO Max, like you said, I have full faith in it. HBO Max has yet to make me, to make me believe that they're gonna miss.
Yeah. Overall, though, casting rumors and confirmed I'm happy.
Yeah, I want Aaron Pierre. That's what I want.
You ready to roll out to the next segment?
Yeah. We saw Transformers 1.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
bro.
I know.
We're a week late, but it's okay.
I know you were big on that one. What did you think? You're a big Transformers guy.
I loved it, bro. I really did. And it was one of those things where I thought to myself, okay, everyone's hyping this shit up, but like, I could still not like this movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very strong possibility.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. Going into it, you talked about, like, before we walked in, you were talking about, like, people are saying that we have to remember this is marketed towards a kid's audience.
Yes.
And that was, I think, my biggest issue is that when I was, like, even seeing the trailers, I'm like, gosh, like, there's so much great animation nowadays. And, like, this animation is just, like, it just screams kids. Which I get, like, this, like, I'm thinking about, like, obviously a lot of animation is kids, but, like, I look at, like, Spider-Verse and everything like that. I'm like, bro, that's some amazing animation.
Yes.
You could have, like, switched it up, look like that or something like that. Like, there's different versions. And I thought this just looks so, like Nickelodeon type animation.
Yeah.
Then you watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And, bro,
there were some scenes where I thought it looked real.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You watch it and you go, holy crap, this is amazing. If you're a big fan of the G1 series of Transformers, you're going to love it. I feel like if you're a fan just of Transformers in general, you're going to love it. If you're a fan of Optimus, you know, Megatron, you're going to love it, dude. There's some stuff I did not know whatever about the origins. And yeah, I feel like, bro, this is a guarantee we're going to get a whole universe out of this.
Yeah, I agree. I like how you said that perfectly. Like, you could be a fan of Transformers and you'll love it, and you could be a Transformers of or you could be a fan of Optimus and Megatron and you'll love it. You could be a fan of, or you could be someone who never watched the animated series and loved it, like I did. I never watched the animated series, so I went into this just blind. Obviously, I've seen the live action movies. I haven't seen Bumblebee. I think it's the only one I haven't seen, and I haven't seen the second Mark Wahlberg one.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, I know you. So that's why I never watched it. So I guess you could say I'm a fan, but I'm not like on Vince's level. I'm not like on a lot of people on my TikTok's level. So I went into this not knowing a lot of things. And it was great. I had a great time with it. And I liked how it truly was just a beginning thing. Like, they didn't say, hey, since you watched the G1, it's the G1, right? You know some of this stuff, right? Like, they truly did it, like, to where you could go into it blind and you follow straight along, and now you're caught up to this thing. So I didn't feel like I missed anything, which I thought was great, because I thought there were going to be parts where I was like, you had to watch an animated one before. And then the actors, bro. I mean, the voice actors that we got. I feel like my only critique that I told Teresa afterwards, and I told you during the movie, Chris Hemsworth was trying too hard to be the live action voice of Optimus. He was trying too hard to match it, especially with his end monologue. Dude, he was trying so hard to match that. And I just feel like, bro, be your own thing. That's all. That's the way I look at it.
I don't think he was trying. I mean, I don't know if he was trying too hard to be like it, or he was just trying his hardest to hide that accent, bro.
So, okay, and that's another thing I told Teresa as well during the movie. There were multiple scenes where you could tell Chris Hemsworth was trying to hide his accent. And thinking of it, I don't really remember many projects that I've seen him where he has an American accent.
So, with you saying that, I was going to say, but when he was hiding it very well, he was doing his American accent, I'd honestly forget it was Chris Hemsworth. There was nothing recognizable that made me go, oh, that's Chris. But then, like, when you hear it kind of come out sometimes, a little bit Australian accent, I'm just like, oh, there you are. There's Thor.
So for me, like I said, that was just a little minor, but he still did a great job. And for that to be one of my critiques about the movie just goes to show how great the movie is, because I'm not even focusing on the movie. I'm just focusing on that. And then I just felt like his monologue at the end, I think if you go back and watch it, you can just tell he's trying to be the voice of Optimus, like from the live action. What's his name?
Peter Cullen.
Yeah, like I think he's just trying too hard to sound like it, and I just feel like you should just be your own thing. Brian Tyree Henry, I didn't know how he was gonna do being the villain, being Megatron, which in the movie Megatron isn't the villain the whole time. But because I look at
D27, right?
Yeah, I look at Brian and I seen him from Atlanta. You know, I've seen him in some other things. Godzilla.
He was in Godzilla. He was in the Eternals.
Yeah, and so I've never seen him in that type of role. So I didn't know how it was gonna do. And I thought he did a great job.
Yeah, same. I thought he did a great job. I'm not gonna lie. So yes, I wasn't fully sold on him being Megatron, because the things I've seen him in the past, I thought, bro, I just don't know if you have that range for. Or I'm sure he has range, but I have never heard it.
And Megatron in live action was a villain for sure.
Yes.
So it was like weird for me to see Brian Tyree Henry cast as that.
So there is a part. I mean, minor spoilers. I mean, fuck.
I mean, we're doing a full review. It's been out for 2 weeks now.
Okay, so there's a little switch in there, bro, where Megatron, D27, he turns into Megatron, bro. He turns because the whole premise is that, Optimus and Megatron, so Orion Pax and D27, they're just buddies. They're minors for Energon and Cybertron. That's their role. They're nothing more, nothing less. They don't transform. Their cogs. Their cogs were ripped out or whatever, or they weren't born with cogs. From what they know. But then they have Alpha Trion. No, not Alpha Trion. Sentinel.
Okay, I don't remember.
Sentinel Prime or whatever.
There's too many primes to keep track of all the names.
So Sentinel Prime is the fucking god of Cybertron, bro. Everyone loves him. Everyone looks at this man as like he is it, bro. He is our savior. He is everything to us.
John Hamm is Sentinel Prime.
He has been lying to everyone on Cybertron, bro. And once Orion Pax and D27 figure that out, Orion's just like, damn, all right, well, fuck, we got to tell the people the truth. That's his mentality of it. D27 takes it a whole different level.
Yeah.
Basically, one of those situations of never meet your hero. And he met him, and he was enthralled, fanboyed about Sentinel Prime. But once he found out who the real Sentinel Prime was, he was hurt, bro. He was devastated. And that switch, even you came, leaned over and was like, bro, what the
So, normally, right? Normally, you'll see, it kind of leads up. It's leading up to the whole time up until that point. He's the good one. He's the less curious one. He's the one that's followed the rules. Follow the rules. I'm not breaking them. The only reason I'm breaking them is because I'm following you, right? He is that type of transformer, and so it's literally just a flip of a switch. He's evil, and so I guess not evil, but he's that pissed off that he's willing to kill. He's willing to do these things that he wouldn't have done previously, and it all started after he got his cog in from the other primes.
Yeah,
and so I thought, okay, was the prime that he got was it maybe an evil one on the ground, and it just went into because it was that quick a flip of a switch, and so I remember whispering over to you what the is this something that I needed to watch in the animated show as to why he. That's why I thought it just was a flip of a switch, and I didn't catch where it happened because it would just happen so fast. And I guess you're right. It's just truly he was that hurt about Sentinel Prime.
Was that hurt.
He's willing to change his whole philosophy on life. That's what I found crazy. I kind of wish it would have been more of something. I'm not saying that's not. I don't know. I can see that and think to myself, that wouldn't change my whole philosophy. I'll just be like, damn, don't meet your heroes. That's true.
You'd be like, damn, fuck that dude.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck. He screwed me. He took my cog out when I was a baby. But no, he lets it change his whole philosophy on life. That. Yeah. It was crazy.
And you see that whole play out, and you even see Alita and B127 or Badassatron.
Yeah. Keegan.
Yeah, bro, it's Keegan. Yeah. And then Optimus or Orion. They all can tell, bro, what's wrong with your boy? They even notice that, he's switching. Something's happening. Truly, bro, the definition, literal and figurative, truly both seeing red.
Yeah.
To where even his eyes turn red, which was funny to me. I told you in the movie, I was like, notice how Optimus, Alita, and Bumblebee are all blue.
Yeah.
D is the only one with yellow eyes. Yeah. Almost as if, bro, he's in the middle.
Well, that's why I asked you, did I miss where maybe his type of transformer, his line is evil or something? That's why he has yellow eyes. I didn't know if I missed something that I needed to watch previous to this, because it all was just so fast. And so yeah, but I guess it was he was just that hurt about Sentinel Prime. And
he was that hurt, and it was a revenge story at that point, bro.
Geez, that's just crazy because he didn't show anything about that before.
No,
he didn't show any inkling of turning like that.
And he was just hurt. It was just purely was just hurt, bro. And he needed to direct that anger towards something, and he needed to go.
But hurt enough to even turn on Optimus, turn on
because Optimus is getting in his way, bro.
That's just crazy. I just wish it was more of a reason, and I get. I guess I'll say I don't think that was a valid enough reason to turn your philosophy 180 like that.
Like I said, I think it's just truly because and I think I said this to you before too. He literally looked at, bro, his whole life has been a lie. Yeah. His whole meaning has been a lie. And who he could have been was completely stolen from him. And from him, fuck that shit, man. I need to do something about it now. Where Optimus and all of them are just like, damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow, man, I could have transformed. Fuck, okay, I guess we gotta go liberate our people. Something simple. But for Megatron, it was
more emotional.
Yeah, he's just more emotional. A lot more emotional.
Yeah, because
He even
everyone
told
else,
him, bro. He even told me, I want to kill him.
Yeah.
I want to rip his throat out. Bro, they're like, bro, you good?
That's why it was just crazy because everyone else, Alita, Bumblebee, they found out the same thing, but they didn't have the same reaction. So I kind of wish it was just more of like let's say that happens. And then you start to see little inklings of him, being more aggressive. But no, they go straight into he's a complete 180 different person. Yeah. And he tells up like, bro, get the fuck out of my way. Or like, I'm going to fight you. Like, you're going to, like, he's not afraid to kill now at this point. Like, just complete flip of a switch. Like, it literally is the definition of turn the light switch on and off. Like, it changed completely. I guess that was I just wish it was more of a reason.
In my head, the whole time I kept on trying to think of like a scenario. So let's see if this one works. So imagine, bro, you a kid. Don't remember much, but you're still a kid, bro. Randy Orton, who you don't know is Randy Orton.
Yes.
You meet in person. He says, you a cool kid. I want to take you under my wing. Your parents say, nah, it's okay. You go through your life. Your parents don't know that you watch wrestling or whatever. Later in life, you end up watching wrestling. Randy Orton's already about to retire. And then your mom goes, I wonder what would have been different if he took you under his wing. And you go, what are you talking about? Bro, your whole life would be different. Great. Not going to say,
I turn into a fucking killer, though? Like, no.
I'm not saying you're going to go, I'm going to kill my mom. But it's like, bro, you could be like, you could be a little heated, bro.
I would be,
I don't see.
I would be, fuck. Like, yeah, don't meet your heroes. Like, God damn it, I'm pissed. Would I go fucking turn and take over and just start destroying the city and no, like that? It was just complete flip of a switch.
See, and I think him destroying the city was because everything in that city represented Sentinel. That statue represented it. Everything they worked for represented Sentinel.
So I would go tear all the arenas down because Randy Orton had wrestled in them. Like that.
For you, it'd be different. You like boycott. You never watch wrestling again, bro. You'd be pissed, and I'd be like, bro, you see what they're doing? They're pretty good right now.
I don't know. I just kind of wish it was more of a thing to justify, but it is what it is. I don't know if that's how it happens in the animated. I don't know what.
Neither do I.
Okay.
I was going to say, but once he switches, I'm fully invested.
Yeah.
As far as for him being a bad guy, the voice is there at that point. The aggression is there at that point. Orion is still Orion.
Yeah.
You could tell the voice is getting a little different because at that point he has like the face shield and everything like that. Like, it's cool. But
it gets cool too because he takes Sentinel Prime's cog and then he turns into like true Megatron.
Oh, yeah, he takes Sentinel's cog because that was
that one Prime that he loved, that he grew up loving.
Yeah.
I forget.
Basically, he based his name off that one to turn into Megatron. Yeah,
yeah. Which you said he was the more savage one.
Yeah, he was the They even say he was the biggest out of all of them. So yes, I mean, hence why Megatron's always been big.
Yeah,
bro.
He's always been big.
Him turning into Megatron from D27, great moment. Even now,
Optimus.
when Optimus, bro,
that was that scene that everyone was talking about.
When Orion turned into Optimus, bro, the ultimate sacrifice, bro. Megatron shot him, bro.
Yeah.
Shot that man. And instead of feeling regret, he held him and it's like, why'd you make me do this? That's it.
And then he just lets him go.
He lets him go. Like, bro, like, I'm done with you, bro.
Yeah.
You made me do this. Fuck it. I'm out. And to let him go. Let him fall into the abyss. Mm-hmm. And little did we know, bro, the spirit of the primes saw the ultimate sacrifice he made.
Yeah.
And made him into a fucking.
It was badass. It was badass. That whole sequence was badass when he gets the thing and then he shows and then he pulls up on Megatron again. Yeah, it was badass.
That scene made me think about a lot of the big moments in the live action Transformers movies where Transformers everyone's down. Prime just gets some type of thing.
My always thing about that. My always thing about that, and maybe I'm just looking at it too realistic, but I've always looked at the Transformers movies, and that has been one of the things that has consistently pissed me off in every movie.
What
is Optimus getting his ass whooped the whole movie, and then at the end he turns it on, and he goes and just takes them all pretty much by himself. And I just think to myself, where the fuck has this been the whole time, Optimus? But I guess he just truly needs motivation. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I think the one I always think about, and I think fans will always talk about, bro, is the from the live action movies, the scene in the forest when he takes on Starscream, he takes on Brawl, he takes on Megatron, and all of them by himself, bro. He tells you, I'll take you all on, and he goes for all of them. They just get the jump on him, bro, and that's how they kill him. I just feel like
throughout the whole movie, he's gotten his ass whooped, especially and then up until the end. Then he turns it on, and
at the end, bro, he got the Matrix back in him, and he came back alive. Bro, Jetfire gave him all his parts and everything, so he just had a complete upgrade.
Yeah.
So
maybe. I don't know. I just feel like it's always pissed me off. I was like, bro, you could have done this fucking at the beginning, bro. We wouldn't have had any of these problems. But maybe I'm just looking at it too realistic. Like I said, I'm not a big. I didn't grow up watching Transformers, so maybe that's why I don't think about it. I am excited for the live action with the G.I. Joe.
Yeah, me too. I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
I'm curious to see how that goes.
Another thing, real quick. What a post-credit scene.
Yes.
What a post-credit scene. A post-credit scene that actually has to do with something moving forward. I feel like a lot now is just like a post-credit scene is something that happens. Like it's a callback to what happens in the movie. And that pisses me off. So the whole time we were waiting for that final credit, I kept on thinking, this better not be a waste of my goddamn time.
Right.
And then, chef's kiss. It was beautiful. Basically saying, we're going to get Transformers 2.
Yeah.
This was Transformers 1. We're getting Transformers 2.
Yep. I had a great time with it. It was good. I'm glad we saw it.
Yeah,
I know the general audience or the general reaction that I've seen on TikTok is positive.
Yeah. I really
I hope it does decent box office wise.
Me too, bro. It needs it.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think that's all we have for this one, bro.
Cool. All right. Well, we also post WWE episodes, so if you haven't tuned into those, tune into those. But we'll catch you guys next week.
Later.